Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. We must look after our tongue while we saying something very important. Especially, we are not to call other people with nickname. We have to call them with their full name and just take the name of the person with respect and regard. That is very important, and it is the right according to Islam. The right of a Muslim to other Muslim is this one also, that we have to call them with the name that is with respect. So we have to say the full name with respect. That is important. We are not to make a shortcut name or a small name, or we are not to say it like with respect to joke or some other way. So we should not say it, but we should say the full name with respect. That is very important. So to make other person with joke with name is haram. Or sometime the people, they call other people, they try to entertain or they enjoy while saying other people with bad name, or the name that is by joke, or that name that is making other person ill feel. So that is bad, no allowed in Islam. So some people, they insult other people with bad name, so that is not a good thing, is haram according to Islam. And some people, they call other people like with names of animal or some bad names also, and they change the name of persons. Mostly they try to take the name of children like with reference to some animal, some other names. So that is not a good thing. So very important for us is that we have to call other person with good name. That is very important. Otherwise we will be called a sinful person. Because in Holy Quran, in Surah Hujurat, ayat number 11, Allah said, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولا تنابزوا بالألقاب بئس الاسم الفسوق بعد الإيمان ومن لم يتب فأولئك هم الظالمون. ولا تنابزوا بالألقاب, and you are not to call other people with nickname or short names or the names which are disliked by them. So it is sinful act. Bisal ismul fasuqa ba'dal iman. Do you like that you will be called a sinful person after having iman? Do you like it? So this is the situation when you call other person with nickname, short name, or name which is disliked by that person. So then you are doing a sinful act. And do you like that with having iman and you will be called a sinful person? Do you like it? So Allah said this. وَمَنْ لَمْ يَتُبْ, and the person who is not to do the tawbah astaghfar. It means this is so much sinful act to call other person with short names or nicknames or the names which are disliked by them. So this is so much sinful act. Allah said these people, they must do tawbah astaghfar. And if they are not doing tawbah astaghfar, فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الظَّالِمُونَ, and these are the people who are called zalim. Zalim mean, you understand, they are the oppressors, they are not good eyes before Allah. So, and these are very dangerous people then, and punishment is possible then. So mostly, we call the people with different names, and sometimes people they joke also, but they don't feel it sinful act. But this is exactly sinful act, and that is very dangerous for us because this. If we die without doing Tawbah Astaghfar, punishment is possible. So Tawbah Astaghfar is possible. For example, if you call the name by joke or by entertainment or by which way to other person, so you have to go to that person, request for forgiveness. When that person will forgive you, then you come back to Allah and request for forgiveness, because you have done two mistakes, two sinful acts. The one sinful act with reference to human rights, the other with the rights towards Allah, because you disturb the creation of Allah. You make Allah angry. So that is a problem. Be careful in this. The other thing is very important, that we should, every parent, they have to give the name to the children when at the birth time. So it's very important, but you have to give the name to the children with the names of prophet or good names, so that when you call the name, you will get the reward. Some people, they are just to call them with the names which are names of animals or names of film actors or some other people. So this is not a good thing, because this is not lawful. So we have to give the names which are according to Islam, good names, prophet names, names of Allah's friend, like nice people names, so that they should get the names, because names are affiliated with Allah, Allah's names. So if the names are good, that will have their own impact in the personality also. So very important for us to look after it. Now is one other mistake which we are doing mostly, and we are not recognizing it, and in our society everywhere. This is even a person who is highly qualified in university and so much, and those people are doing this sinful act more than the common person. This sinful act is this one, that one person name is Abdur Rahman, and they call the person Rahman. This is wrong. When you say Rahman, because all the names of Allah, 99 names, so these are the departments of Allah, and when we call Allah with the name, the angels who are affiliated with that, those come into action, and they are in a position to wait for Allah's command. Because when you call a person, when you call like a person Razak, because his name is Abdul Razak, and you call the person Razak, so Allah say, yes, my slave, what do you want? Because Allah Razak, Allah wants to give you something, because you call Allah as Razak. And Allah is ready to give you something. Allah is asking you, what do you want, my slave? And that time, you are not to say to Allah anything. You move towards the person whose name was Abdul Razak, and you moved to that person, then Allah becomes angry that you call Allah, but you went to the person. This becomes a shirk, and you are doing it. And mostly people, they are doing it. Because if some person name is Abdur Rahman, they say Rahman, and even the girls, the boys, they say, I am the son of Rahman, astaghfirullah. I am daughter of Rahman. I am the wife of Rahman. Allah has no wife, no daughter, no son. So Rahman is Allah. But you must say, I am the son of Abdurrahman. I am the daughter of Abdurrahman. I am the wife of Abdurrahman. Like this. If you are not saying this, you are direct saying names of Allah, you are doing shirk. And these type of shirk, they are written in your deeds. And you understand, because in our society this is not understood as a sinful act. This is now tradition, because in our society many evil practices, many sinful acts, they are like they are used as a common, and people, they are doing the different type of sinful act, but they think that we are doing a good job, but actually those things are sinful act. Like this is the biggest sinful act, the shirk. When you call someone, like if the person name is Sattar, you say I am the son, person name is Abdul Sattar, and you say I am the daughter of Sattar, I am son of Sattar, I am the wife of Sattar. When you say Sattar is the name of Allah, and you must say I am wife of Abdul Sattar, I am wife of Abdul Jabbar, or Abdul Sattar, or Abdul Qadir, or Abdul Rahman, or Abdul Rahim, or Abdul Sami, like these. You know the Allah's name, you must be careful in it. Very important. Otherwise, at the day of judgment, if you are dying without Tawbah Astaghfar, then at the day of judgment, from your deeds, if these will come out in the beginning, so what will you do? This is a shirk. And if you have done it, even you have done unknowingly or knowingly, you have done it. And Allah is not to forgive shirk. Allah will forgive all other sinful acts, but not shirk. Be careful. So this way, when the name of your children, your dad or mom, or with reference to the names of Allah, you must use Abd with that. And Abdul Qadir, Abdul Quddus, Abdul Rahman, Abdul Sabur, Abdul Sattar, Abdul Jabbar, Abdul Qadir, like this. So you must understand that you have to use it. Even if the name of the dad was, for example, Abdul Ghaffar. And some people, when the children, they are born, after the birth of child is the dad name was Abdul Ghaffar, and they are just to take the name of child like Ghaffar Jamil. So this is no allowed in Islam, because people will call this person Ghaffar. Ghaffar is the name of Allah. So some people call Jamil. So Ghaffar Jamil, if you say name, so then this is no good. You are not allowed to say direct name of Allah attached with other name. Every time the name of Allah, when you take for children, must use Abd, Abdul Rahman, Abdul Ghaffar, Abdul Sattar, like this. And write down in your in children surname and the first name. Like first name, if the children name is Abdul Rahman, write full name Abdul Rahman in the first name. If you will write Abdul Rahman in the first name, that is good. Then the second name is, you can say bin, Abdul Rahman bin Abdullah, like some name like this, Abdullah, like this. But if you are not doing this, when this type of person will go to the European countries, America or other countries, then what will happen? Those people, they have two names, like first name and the surname. And like a person who came, his name was Abdul Rahman, and the first name was, they call them, first name is Abd and second is Rahman. And they were calling that person, Rahman, come here, Rahman, come here. And same like that, the person name was Abdullah, and this was, they have written Abd and Allah, and they said Abd and Allah. So they were calling the persons with surname, Allah, come here, Allah, come here. What that? So this is, you are disturbing, you are disturbing the situation of your respect, like that you must give to Allah, but you are not doing it. So just keep the name of your children. When you write, you write the first name, write first name is Abdullah, first name is Abdur Rahman, first name is Abdur Rahim, first name is Abdul Sattar, full name write. And then second name, if you have second name, you like a second name means surname. Surname, you can use the dad name, like you can say dad name is, for example, Abdul Karim, then you can say Abdul Rahman bin Abdul Karim, like this. So Abdul Karim will be the surname. So but Abdul Rahman will be the first name. So first name and surname is very important. You can use them bin in between, is very good. And you can use like this way, because for the names of Allah you must be careful, because otherwise there will be smell of shirk, and that will be a dangerous for your future life that you will get after death in the day of judgment. So be careful in this. So this is very important. We are doing this biggest mistake every time, and you are not allowed to call other people by names, and we call them by jokes, or by sometime we call the small children, like when we go to the restaurant or some other place, we call the people with the name which are not respectful. We give them the names like which are not respectful. Even if some persons whose profession is lower level, we are not giving the like respect and regard to that person also. We call them with the name which is lower quality, and showing the proudness also. So we feel that we are the proud person, we are superior, and those people are inferior. Don't do it. Otherwise punishment will be there, because Allah said you are وَلَا تَنَابَزُوا بِالْأَلْقَابِ. You are not allowed to call other people with these short names or names which are disliked by the people, or so those type of alqab, short names, are no allowed. Baisal ismul fusuq ba'd al iman. Do you like that after iman you will be called without iman, or with fasik or sinful person? You like to be called sinful person after having iman? وَمَنْ لَمْ يَتُبْ. And person who is not to do tawbah, astaghfar of it, فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الظَّالِمُونَ. They will be called zalim. So then you will be called zalim person. Be careful also. And also at the time of giving name to your children, must be careful there also. And when you are having the names of Allah, that time also be careful. And this way try to avoid the talking which is more talking, no allowed, and the talking without need, no allowed. Only just for the need you can talk, otherwise you try to be silent. And don't tell a lie, or don't do backbiting with your tongue, with your pen, by writing, or with your hint, or with your smile, or with your laughing. So don't do it. And don't have a bad idea in your heart or in mind about someone. And don't use your social media for talking and listening and speaking and saying and messaging, which are not good, and that will spoil your deeds also. So be careful there, and try to control your anger, and don't blame other people, and don't swear, and don't curse other people also, and don't go to have a jealousy, and be careful. And pretending is no allowed. Don't be pretender or don't be proud. So be a humble person. That is very important, and with good manners also. And don't abuse the people, don't say bad names to the people. So that is very important. And don't tell a lie, and earn halal and eat halal also, and give halal to your children. And dishonesty is not good, and even mixing in the pure things no allowed. And you need to be careful while if you are shopkeeper or you are sellers of something. So do everything with full justice and with iman. So that is a good thing for you. And don't spend your time in games or in drama or movies or reading fiction or discussing without any aim and objective. Don't use your time there, but use your time which you have spare in learning Islam completely and fully, and then what you learn, and then act upon that one. And then after acting upon, and you try to be more pious, and more taqwa should come in you, and more refine it with respect and regard, and the nice things, so that the taqwa should come to you, and you become a person of taqwa, a favorite person before Allah, because Allah like inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. So the best person before Allah, who is favorite of Allah, that is the person with taqwa. So we request Allah that Allah make us a person with taqwa, so that we should be favorite before Allah and be successful in this world and the world hereafter. Allah give us tawfiq. Ameen.